It's Two on the Aisle with Charles Gross and Jeff Goodman. Today, Charlie and Jeff will review Xanadu and Surface to Air. It's gonna be one of those shows, so here they are, Charles Gross and Jeff Goodman.
Good evening, I'm Charles Gross. Welcome to Two on the Aisle.
And I'm Jeff Goodman. Heidi ho.
Heidi ho.
It's a Heidi ho day.
Is it?
Yes.
What makes it a Heidi ho day?
Well, we're east of, what are we, west of 10th Avenue, so you say hi to the hoes.
I see.
I don't know the rap things.
That's okay. I think we'll survive without it.
Okay, so have you said hi to the hoes?
I didn't see any. I think they left after Giuliani came in.
Oh, okay. But you know what's back from the 80s?
What?
Wasn't that a great transition?
Totally.
The hose may have been gone from the 80s, but Xanadu's back.
Right, and there are no hoes in Xanadu. Let me tell you about Xanadu.
Well, speak for yourself.
Let me tell you about Xanadu.
Tell me about Xanadu, Charlie.
If Max Bialystock and Leo Bloom, the producers, were unable to get the rights to Springtime for Hitler, this is the show they'd have done.
Really?
Really. Look.
There's only one problem.
Yes.
The producers closed.
Well, that's okay.
Why is that?
Because we're not talking about the show the producers, we're talking about what the producers would have done. And they would have said a movie that was a total flop on Broadway without its stars couldn't possibly be a hit. And they get Roger Debris to direct it, and he'd keep it gay. And believe me, there is no show on Broadway that is gayer in every sense of the word than Xanadu, as they actually will point out in the show. And the show would come to Broadway.
Especially since it's about muses. It's about, was it 3, 6, 7 muses?
Yes.
And they're all women, except 2 of them are played by men.
Who are kind of supposed to be women, but anyway, kind of hard to explain to my 10-year-old about that, but moving on.
Daddy has to talk about transvestites today.
And during the show's intermission, if the show actually had an intermission, because it's only 90 minutes, so there actually is no intermission, they'd have gone to the bar and toasted the first and last performance of Xanadu. But unfortunately for Max and Leo, they would hear the other patrons saying, "Who would have thought that a Broadway adaptation of Xanadu could be so hilarious?"
Well, what's great is that they took the movie.
Yes.
And they basically threw out everything but the score and a little bitty piece of the plot.
Yes.
They
created a new
They
one.
just kept the plot just a little ridiculous.
Yes.
Yeah.
A little ridiculous?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. This is a muse who is a Greek
first
muse, the head of the muses.
A muse head.
Yeah. Essentially, yes. And her name is, I think, Kira, but she changes it to Kerry. And we finally find out what anyone who's ever seen the movie has probably been wondering.
No, her name was Kyra, and she changed it to Kira, so they wouldn't notice.
Oh, is that what it is?
Her name in real life is Kerry.
Oh, okay. Kerry, Kira.
And
does it matter?
Yes.
Okay. No, it's Cleo, and then it's Kira.
Kira.
Yeah.
Because she's Australian.
Well, no. You see, she's not. She's Greek. But we finally find out why a Greek muse would have an Australian accent, because that's part of her cover, as are roller skates and leg warmers. And watch the leg warmers. They play a very important role in later in the play. And
don't ruin the plots.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything.
So all I can tell you is don't ruin the plots.
She is there to inspire a young artist named Sonny who's about to commit suicide. But under her inspiration, he decides to create the ultimate piece of art.
A roller disco.
That's right, a roller disco.
In 24 hours or less.
24 hours or less, because that's all Tony Roberts, who plays the Gene Kelly role, gives him. Now here's this. Somehow this guy used to be a clarinet player, and he builds this huge theater and never opens it. And yet somehow he's become a real estate mogul. I mean, I know a little about real estate, and I have to say, if you build something and you never open it, that's not a good start in the business. But
it was too painful for him to open.
I see.
Because his muse left him.
Yes. And he had the same muse. Oh, but we forgot to mention the important part. She's not allowed to create anything of her own, and she's not allowed to fall in love with a mortal.
It's Greek mythology with rules.
Yeah, but lurking are her two jealous sisters who are trying to get her in big trouble with Zeus.
Mary Testa
Yes.
and
Jackie Hoffman, who are these two naughty older sisters.
Well, they're evil women.
Yes, very much so. And
that's a great
who literally chew up the scenery.
Yes, and that is the great thing about Xanadu is it has a great 1980s
Feel?
score. The scores.
Well, it's got magic and it's got the title song.
It's great.
It even has, one very popular Olivia Newton-John hit stuck in there, which I couldn't believe. It just came out
Which
out of
one?
left field. I don't want to give it away.
Let me see. You don't want to give it away.
I don't want to give it away.
Okay.
Trust me. And it has all these 80s touch songs
Oh,
like
I know which
disco,
one you're talking about.
roller skating, the movie Clash of the Titans. And if you don't get the joke, don't worry, because they're going to just beat you over the head with it.
Oh, yeah, you'll get everything.
Because they pretty much spell it out for you. They say, yes, best gay children's gay musical, for gay men who are 40. Best children's musical.
What?
Musical. Yes, they call themselves a children's musical for 40-year-old gay men.